And good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Greg Phelps. With me is John Burton tonight. You get the, for those of Macomb folks tuning in, you get the West Prairie announcers, but I promise you we're very fair.
Try to be at least.
I don't know.
Right?
John's a little biased.
Oh,
but
come on
I'm
now.
not.
Throw me under the bus already.
Well, I have to start early. But no, welcome in here. A really, really good Macomb team and a great program. I have to say that right off the bat. A great program. It's amazing what Bree Rexroad has been able to build there at Macomb. Phenomenal team here. And, of course, then we have West Prairie. And West Prairie is kind of finding themselves. Lost quite a bit of firepower from last year. And John, really in the Macomb tournament back last weekend, they really struggled at times, but at times it looked like it was all coming together. Yeah,
so far on the season, this West Prairie team has been kind of hit or miss. When they've been playing good, they've looked really good and really sharp. And sometimes, they've still been trying to shake out some of the jitters at this early season, especially with some head coaching change. And as you mentioned, some players leaving, new players coming up. So, like I said, if this West Prairie can play on point, like we've seen them play in spurts throughout the season, this should be an interesting matchup.
All right, well, we're just about ready for the match here. Do you want to thank the folks at JoJo's Gaming Parlor, offering the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game night, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer our area teams on to victory. Now, don't forget, nothing's better than a great hat, folks. And a hat brand built on two staples, comfort and style, specializing in snapback trucker-style caps. Check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at BarkleyBillsCo.com. Use code TSSR through Friday for 15% off. Don't let the hat rack fool you. Hey, there's always room for one more Barkley Bill. BarkleyBillsCompany.com. Wishing good luck to all area athletes this year. And if you see the wonderful, stylish cap that I wear into the gym, that is a Barkley Bill hand done by one Mr. Trent Barkley, and it looks, may I say, slick. I don't, the hat does. But we are ready here. Belle Petty will be serving it away, joined by Natalie Moore, Lindsey Dunn, Macy Branch, Haley Hendricks, and Paige Kitch for the Bombers tonight. It is Quinn Rexroth, Kelly Ladd, Drew Creasy, Jacqueline Adair, Catherine Lucarenin, and Madeline McClure. The libero is Kylie Robinson. As Petty serves it deep back row, Robinson with it, going to pop it up for Rexroth. Set on the outside, a little bit long by Lucarenin, and it's 1-0 in favor of West Prairie. He said as he fished, and then he put the +1 on the board. 1-0 lead, serving to the back row. That one's taken by Adair, going to be set to the outside. Lucarenin, pass to Natalie Moore, and earns a side out for the Bombers on that one. And I was going to save this quote for the varsity, but I'm going to break it out here. As the great Admiral Akbar once said, you just can't repel firepower of that magnitude. Quinn Rexroth ready to launch it on the way, brings a low-line drive off of Paige Kitch. Petty sets for the back row attack by Dunn. She launches it. Robinson is right there. Rexroth going to back set it and dribble over the net there by Nika Daitner. Up front now, they'll load it. Set, and that one hammered to the back wall by Kelly Ladd. Little bit too long, as we would say, high, deep, and generally unplayable. And now it makes it a 2-1 lead for West Prairie. As Robinson gets it, Rexroth going to back set, and that one out of bounds. And John, so far the Bombers, I don't know if they play on a larger court in Macomb, but they're having trouble finding the court.
Yeah, kind of having some issues here with some of these hits, a couple going out of bounds. We saw Lucarenin put one down, but so far that's been it. And just as we're talking about it, there goes another one into the net.
And that one with a off the blocks. And that was Daitner, or that's Lucarenin getting that one. She gets to come back and serve here. Cuts the West Prairie lead to 3-2 as Lucarenin will dribble it a little bit. Eyes it up, fires it through, back row off of Moore. Up front to Petty, setting for Branch in the middle, up over the blocks. Lucarenin back row, quickly to Rexroth, outside to Daitner, and Moore hit that one, knocks it in. And we have a 3-3 tie. Now you'll watch Macomb plays very, very quickly. When they do that, their setup is fairly fast. And that's one of the things the West Prairie going to have to deal with. Luke Karanen hitting it off of Moore. That one is a Country Financial ace. Brett Powell Country Financial, helping you farm home insurance. Luke Karanen lets it go with a 4-3 Bomber lead. That one into the net, so evens us up at 4-4. Subbing in for the Bombers, Kate Stortzum will check in. Out will be Luke Karanen. And Kennedy Webster, the libero for West Prairie, will serve it here. She will wind up, pounds it through, low line drive. That one popped backwards. Robinson is there. And then going to be bumped over by Ladd, played by Kitch of West Prairie. Set up in the middle for Moore. And we had a net violation anywho. That one dropped into the back row, and West Prairie regains the lead 5-4. Mr. Drew Snyder coaching the JV here. As Kennedy Webster comes back again. Her serve into the net, and right back it comes to Macomb. Madeline McClure will check in as Robinson goes out. That's going to bring that back to serve Kelly Ladd. As she watches Coach Bree Rexroth find out where to serve. Sends it through and just a little wide. Sends it long and out. Now we talk about this a little bit, John, but for the JV, this may be only their second game, maybe even their first game as the varsity got started, but a lot of these JVs haven't got started yet.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see it in some of the plays here as we've seen a couple mishit balls, a couple net violations, just getting those early seasons kinks worked out here in this game.
Branch serves it again after that one dribbled over the net. Rexroth able to poke, get across. And, okay, there the official, they blew the whistle. They kind of looked at each other, and I was wondering what they called. 8-5 lead here for West Prairie as the Bombers loaded up. Knocked through there by Adair. Up front for Natalie Moore for West Prairie. High, deep in the back row. Storts him up with it on the outside. Here comes Adair, and that one knocked down by Moore and Dunn. Actually sound like a law office commercial. The law offices of Moore and Dunn. Branch, deep back row. Stortzum is there. They're going to set it to the outside. That one found a corner. As Adair, nice cross cut there. John found the back corner.
Yeah, kind of found the perfect place for that one. Almost like a baseball pitcher painting the corner. She definitely painted the corner with that one. And
that would be a Sports Corner kill. Sports Corner joining us here tonight. On the way with the serve is Drew Creasy, 9-6 lead here. Serve, and Kennedy Webster. Somebody yelled at her at the last minute because, boy, she wanted to take that one. And somebody did a good job of communicating with her. Wind and send, low line drive by Lindsey Dunn. Going to bring it up front. Rexroth back sets it, and Adair able to climb high. West Prairie keeps it up. Kitch across with it, and Stortzum's got it. Up loaded again for Adair, sends it across. West Prairie trying to keep it alive, but cannot. Did not get across the recommended daily allowance of 3 hits. And back will come Lou Karanen. Out will go Stortzum. Back to serve is Jacqueline Adair. She'll wind to it. Brings it through off of Webster. West Prairie loads it to the outside of Paige Kitch through the blocks. And dug up there. Rexroth flips it across in between 3 Cyclones. Or a storm system, collective noun we'll use for them. Adair back again with a 10-8 lead now for West Prairie, and that one going to go off of Kitch and to the wall. Makes it 10-9. M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture, is a mainstay in the community, offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your home, stop and see the fine folks at M&B Furniture at 41 Main Street in Bushnell, or call 309-772-2111. Adair screams one off to Webster, back over to Luke Karanen, and back to West Prairie. And Petty says the waiting is the hardest part. See, that's a music reference, John. You should have got that one. Adair again with the jump serve. That one going to come off Dunn, hit backwards, helped out by Moore, and bumped across by Petty. Up front for Rexroth. She'll tip it in and find a home where nobody roamed. Janelle Heaton will come in, placing Macy Branch for West Prairie. And now ready to serve. Adair again. She has ripped through several points as Macomb has taken an 11-10 lead. That one a line drive off, done. Moore going to set it to the outside for Kitch. Goes off the blocks. Nice save by Adair in the back row. Rexroth up with it. Luke Kiernan lobs it back to Webster, who digs it up, brings it up to Moore. That one dug nicely by Robinson in the back row. Outside, here comes Luke Kiernan, pokes it over the blocks, put it in, and good. Another sports corner kill. And it's 12-10. I believe this is what, about a 6-point run now, John?
Yeah, I believe the score was 10-7, maybe 10-6 at one point. I think it was 10-6. West Prairie had a 4-point lead, but Macomb stormed back into this one, 12-10.
And you are watching TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best 2017 through 2020. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. Having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in today's world. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video, camera, and phone systems. The McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas and expanding quickly. Visit mtc.crownfiber.com to check your availability. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. You can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All of this for only $42 per year or $38 per year if you're age 65 or older. Copies can be purchased at select locations in Colchester, Bushnell, and Blandonsville. Jacqueline Adair will let sail with it again. It is a 12-10 lead. The line drive off of Webster, and that would be at ace, a Tom Kong or a Brett Powell Country Financial ace for Adair. Adair again off of Kitch into the middle to Petty. Set up outside, Kitch back row. Adair brings it up to Rexroth. Outside, Luke Kiernan for Webster. Nice dig, but just kept going and going and going and going. And that is a sports corner kill for Luke Kiernan. And the run continues for the Bombers. Adair off of Dunn in the middle, up to Petty. She'll set it outside to Kitch, back row, dug by Robinson, right up to Rexroth, and Kitch takes it for West Prairie. They load to Moore in the middle, off the hands of McClure. She got her hands on it, just couldn't control.
West Prairie stops the bleeding at least for a minute. We'll see if they can capitalize here.
And now to Tom Conklin, State Farm kill for the Cyclones. Moore with the serve. Rexroth can't get it out of the net. And a Brett Powell Country Financial ace for the Cyclones. Moore into the back row. And now set up on the outside. Luke Kiernan comes to it. Hart smash off of Branch. Up front, bumped over by Hendricks. Robinson with it. Flipped through by Rexroth. Nice save by Moore for West Prairie. She's loaded up, back row attack. And just mistimed the jump a little bit. And so that makes it a 15-12 lead for Macomb as Robinson goes to it. Sends it, screaming line drive off of Dunn. Petty one-hands it, saves it. Moore can't get it, though. And the Bombers take another point, leading it 16-12. Your farm is your legacy. As a leading farm insurer, Country Financial is here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell, your local country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today. And another ace for the Bombers. As John, once they started to gather into the lead, man, they took off.
Yeah, we saw West Prairie pull out to that 10-6 lead that I was talking about here a little bit earlier. But again, Macomb has come right back into this one, now holding what looks to be.
Well,
yeah, they call that one.
And they dropped that one in. Haley Hendricks dropping that one in on the back line. And she going to be an important part of this Cyclone team because, as I've said many times before, you cannot teach tall. Bell Petty will serve it now. 17-13 lead for the Bombers. Up it comes to Rexroth, set in the middle, and tipped across there by Kelly Ladd. Brought back over to the Bombers. Nice try on the save by Adair. Mason Shipman knocks it down for a Tom Conklin State Farm kill, and it ups the lead, cuts the deficit to 17-14. Serve through taken by Robinson. Rexroth to the outside to Luke Kiernan off the blocks. And we have a net violation on the Cyclones. And ups it out to 18-14. Nika Daitner. In and out goes Drew Creasy.
Tough break for the Cyclones there, as it looked like they were just starting to get some momentum going their way.
Serve by Rexroth. And a little communication error dropped in between several Cyclones. And the lead now 19-14. Rexroth dribbles it back, ready to let it go. Fires out on another low line drive, taken there by Moore. Up to Kitch, back row Robinson there. Rexroth makes a nice dive at it, but can't get it. And the Cyclones once again stave off devastation. And brings Paige Kitch back to serve. Kitch, one of their better servers. As she unloads, line drive off of Robinson. High up for Rexroth. Back set, Luke Kiernan, little bit long. Boy, I tell you, there was a bit of silence there, John.
Yeah, that one was definitely close. Could have went either way.
Kitch screams one over to Robinson. Outside, tipped by Daitner, but right into the waiting hands of Mason Shipman. As she says, stay on your own side. 19-17, timeout call by the Bombers. We're going to step aside as well. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work.
And back here is the serve underway as Rexroth going to bring it outside. Luke Kiernan down the blocks, popped up by Dunn, helped by Kitch. And Moore gets it over. Luke Kiernan comes up for Rexroth. Tips. Kitch says, I got you this time. And then out for Dunn. Dunn from Petty. Back row Robinson close to the net. Hendricks says, keep it. Rexroth keeps it alive. And bumped up toward the net by Ladd, but she just could not get it across. And guess what, ladies and gents? It is a 19-18 ball game.
Cyclones clawing their way back into it. Drew Snyder said it here a couple points ago, 3 at a time, and that's a great way to look at it, just cutting to that lead, little pieces at a time.
Luke Kiernan now. Robinson save. Rexroth got to bring it across. What a save back there by Robinson. Off the blocks, Daitner brings it up. And Rexroth going to bring it through. Shipman pops it high. Moore on the run is there. Shipman across and dug up by Robinson. Rexroth loads it. Luke Kiernan long and out of bounds. And guess what? We're tied. Cyclones raising their level of play here. Scream one off Robinson. Up it comes to Rexroth. Set in the middle. Tipped. And Petty up with it. Here it comes for Shipman. That one tried to go under the net. And the Bombers get the side out and bring it back to 20-19. Luke Kiernan with a chance to finish it off here. And just tipped the net, dropped in front of Moore, drops in for a Brett Powell Country Financial Ace, and that'll send us to another timeout. It is 21-19 Macomb, right here on TSSR Game Time Live. Good Hope Gardens located at 445 East Main Street, Good Hope, just east of the North Elementary School. Open April through October, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. for all your fresh produce needs. Be sure to follow their Facebook page for daily updates. Currently, they have pumpkins and other fall goodies available. Grover and Mary Jo to counter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar is Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports, catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time Live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124. All while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi. Hey, everybody at Sports Corner at 124 North Randolph in Macomb. Luke Kiernan screams it out of Moore, and Petty able to flip it over, but not quite. So 22-19, the Bombers have expanded the lead a little more. Brett Powell, Country Financial Ace dropping in. Luke Kiernan off the net, and the let serve drops in. 23-19. 23-19, Luke Kiernan comes to it again. Back row, Moore popped high with it. Over 4, done. That one just a tiny touch too long. And I'll tell you what, if this roster doesn't stop sticking to my arm, it is a little toasty in here.
Like usual.
24-19, game point here for the Bombers. High floater, that one high deep and generally unplayable. Hendricks goes out and a Kennedy Webster in, and coming in it is Stortzum for Luke Kiernan. Kennedy Webster spots, eyes, sends. Back row, Stortzum is there. They bring it up, set in the middle, tipped over, and dropped home by Ladd. That's a game winner, and I saw, it made me laugh. I saw Bree Rexroth tap on the side of her head and say, smart thinking, kiddo. They drop it in. So the Bombers take game one. That will conveniently usher us into game number 2 this evening. And we do need to find and thank some of our sponsors, including Ride and Farm Supply. Located in the heart of Walnut Grove and in business since 1974, Ride and Farm Supply can meet all your needs for LP, seed, fertilizer, and farm chemicals. Their LP service is unmatched in this area. Customer service is one of their specialties. Give them a call today. Call 309-772-3121. With locations in Macomb and Augusta, with 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Albee Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.lb.com, lbsellscars.com to check out their inventory. And John, first game going to Macomb, but I tell you, you got to admire the Cyclones' fight there, because, man, they stayed in it for quite some time as they just continued to keep fighting their way back. And now just got to finish the deal.
Yeah. We saw Macomb come out to a little bit of a lead there in that first match, or that first set there. But the Cyclones stormed all the way back, tied up the game 19-19, let a few points go here and there. Macomb was able to come out with 24-19 and then eventually close out the game. So if West Prairie can continue playing as they played kind of in the second half of that first set, I think they have a good chance to at least compete here with Macomb and maybe steal the second set here.
And we want to say good evening, everyone that is listening. And please tell us where you're viewing us from here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Love to have you. Hey, and if you're an area business and you want to be a part of this, you know what? You need to. We've got Macomb, Southeastern, we've got West Prairie, we've got Bushnell, Abingdon, Avon on occasion. You need to reach out to this area. You definitely need to be a part of TSSR Game Time Live. All you got to do, get in contact with Mr. Dwayne Hulett, and you will have be able to be part of this. And we'd love to have you on TSSR Game Time Live and present your message to area people. We would love to do that for you. Whatever kind of business you are, we'd love to help you out. Now let's see the Cyclones starting. Haley Hendricks, Natalie Moore, Lindsey Dunn, also Macy Branch, Paige Kitch, and Belle Petty for game number 2. And yes, it's hot in here, and I'm going to wet my whistle. So if you're playing the home game, consume. As whew, this old fat man doesn't do well with hot, John.
Well, there's definitely a lot of hot to go around in here. It is freaking. It is always toasty, no matter what time of the year it feels like. Could be December in basketball season. It feels like it's 90 degrees in here.
Yep, and one of the few games I'll be able to be with you, and there's some coming up. I will be gone, and I had a couple folks stop me and ask. So if you do want to know, I will be stepping, I guess, up in the world, depending on how you look at it. I will be coaching 7th and 8th grade girls basketball this fall. So, in addition to being in your ears with streaming, I will be on the court with some young ladies that I am excited to get to coach. It's going to be a lot of fun. Had sign up today, and I'll tell you what, John, been excited all day.
Yeah.
Been excited all day to see it's just kind of unwrapping everything. And thank you to all the folks who have said a lot of kind comments. I am excited. And actually practice, hoping to get started next week. So I may be a little tired when I come to these games, so you may have to carry the load a little, Johnny.
That's all right. I think I can handle that.
Rexroth serves that one into the net, and so we'll get us. It'll be a 1-0 Cyclone lead here, and Mason Shipman in, Macy Branch out. Let's get the Macomb lineup for you. For the Bombers, it is Nika Daitner, also Kelly Ladd, joined out there by, we'll get that in just a moment. Robinson and Stortzum, that is Kate Stortzum, couldn't decide who was going to get it, drops in, and that is also Kylie Robinson. Lou Karanen, that is Catherine Lou Karanen in the back row, and joined out there by Jacqueline Adair. Actually, I take that back. That is actually Quinn Rexroth. Serve by Petty, deep in the back row, drops over Stortzum and in. And so the Cyclones jump out on a 3-0 run. That is a Brett Powell Country Financial ace.
Couple nice serves here early from Petty. Perfect placement on those.
And that one, whoo!
trying to do the same thing with that, kind of attacking that back row, but looked like just a little bit long.
And Robinson doing a dance to get out of the way of that one. That was pretty impressive. Subbing in now, here comes Jacqueline Adair as Lou Karanen back to serve. 3-1 lead here for the Cyclones in game 2 as Lou Karanen screams it over off of Dunn. And it's picked up by Petty over to Shipman. She'll lob it off the box. One-hand save by Rexroth. Daitner couldn't quite get it, but a heck of a save there by Rexroth. She popped that one up. 4-1 lead here, or 3-2 actually is the score now. Well, actually, it is 4-1. I take that back. I was wrong. Doesn't happen very often. Sir and a hammer coming from Adair as a sports corner kill coming the way of Paige Kitch. It is now 4-2 as the Bombers try to fight their way back in. And McClure going to check in. Robinson out, as is Kelly Ladd, serving for the Bombers, number 23. Emily Westerhold, her serve into the back row. Moore's there, loaded up for Dunn. Dunn backing up and right into Daitner and McClure, who said thanks for the gumball, Mickey. Westerhold eyes it up again. Serves into the back row, picked up there by Kitch. Petty up to Shipman, spikes that one in the net. And it's one of those things, John, you know how that happens sometimes, but the Cyclones really going to have to watch, not going to have to not let those mistakes multiply.
Yeah, you got to keep it under control. You know, you give up a few points here and there, but can't let that snowball throughout the rest of the game.
And Cyclones bring it back over. Westerhold up to Rexroth. Now for McClure. Down and good. A sports corner kill for the Bombers. That makes it a 5-4 lead for Macomb as they jump into the advantage. Westerhold will serve it across. Petty off of Shipman. That one touched by McClure. And McClure sets up the block. She says, stay on your own side. 6-4 lead now. As Westerhold comes back again, trying to prove it. I believe 4 or 5 was about the biggest Bomber lead in game number 1. Her serve high, deep, right at Moore at the back line. Petty for the back row attack by Dunn, lobs it back row. And Westerhold brings it up. Rexroth bringing it back. Luke Karanen, back corner, good. A sports corner kill for the Bombers. They lead it here 7-4.
We've seen Luke Karanen do that a couple times here, especially in the first set, just kind of attacking that back corner of West Prairie. Maybe she's found a spot that she likes in the hole in the defense.
7-4, Westerhold serves it, and that one rolls over the let serve. As, of course, you live and let serve. But we're going to take a timeout as well, timeout on the floor. Or I should say timeout where? On the floor, here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Since 1960, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local Carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852 and find out how Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling delivers 365 days of indoor comfort. Located at 210 South Lafayette Street, Macomb, serving soup, salad, sandwiches, homemade dessert, Blue Bunny ice cream, and a full service coffee bar. Breakfast served every day at the Old Dairy and free Wi-Fi. Visit them at www.olddairymacomb.com or call 309-837-6700 for your takeout. Some of our very fine sponsors on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Glad they're alongside for the ride. As this is going to be going to have to be a wild finish here. The Cyclones really needing to dig their way back into this one. Westerhold serves it again. Petty up in the middle to Shipman, lobs that one up and out of bounds. And pardon the interruption. That often makes me giggle, John, because sometimes people realize we're here and sometimes people just don't.
Yeah.
Westerhold ready to let fly with it. 9-4 lead for the Bombers. High short floater. And Moore's got it over to Hendricks. She'll bump it over and nobody home. Somebody left the hangar door open and it dropped in amidst a group of Bombers. Makes it 9-5. 4-point advantage here for Macomb. As Ladd and Westerhold come out, Robinson and I believe it was Adair come back in. 9-5 lead. And after it is Kennedy Webster. Low line drive, that one into the net. And I'll tell you, as a coach who is bald, that'll make you go balder when they serve one into the net. And as we mentioned, those are the things with a team like Macomb you can't do. As Drew Creasy ready to let it go. Bombers hold a 10-5 lead, low line drive, and Dunn is up with it. Set to the outside, Dunn lets it go. Picked up by Luke Karanen. Rexroth. And that one, Adair off of Dunn. Here comes Petty. She'll load it to the outside. Dunn off the blocks. And Adair gets under it. They bring it up to Luke Karanen. She'll bring it back row. Webster made a good dive at it. Couldn't get it. And a sports corner kill makes it 11-5. Creasy. Under the watchful eye of Mom Susan, just off to my right. Serves back row. Kitch has a little trouble with it. Webster gets there. And Petty going to bring it over. Taken in the back row by Luke Karanen and actually put it up, and I don't think Natalie Moore was ready for that, John.
No, I don't think Macomb was ready for that either. I don't think she meant to try to set that one over, but it's a point either way. And we're going to see Macomb here out to a big lead here. We'll have to have West Prairie's going to have to fight to get back into this one.
Serve again, screaming line drive. Kitch gets it. Petty pops it up, and now Dunn on the run. Up to Creasy. Rexroth going to load in the middle. McClure flips across. Petty diving save, but can't get it. Drops it home. It is 13-5. As Creasy comes to it. Low screaming line drive, and Lindsey Dunn fought the line won. To her credit, I don't know that I would have gotten that one either. 14-5, the lead out to 9 here from Macomb as they are really putting the throttle down. As Kitch brings it Up for Dunn on the load up, and that one's in. A Tom Conklin State Farm kill for Lindsey Dunn. And makes it 14-6. A big stop there, John, for the Cyclones.
Yeah, and the Cyclones are going to have to build off of that. You'd rather have them do it now instead of later if it's going to be done. So we'll see what they can do here now.
Set up for McClure and hit it a little bit wide. She had the right thought, but just sent it a little bit wide. Rings it again, deep back row off of the arms of Creasy, and that, yep, I was going to say that should be out off of the backboard. Well, here we are with about a 3 or 4 point run for West Prairie. Macy Branch at the serve, and Branch one of their better servers. Eisen sends it, deep back row, picked up by Robinson, going to be set to the outside, and Adair with the finish. Hard enough, she may have brought it from Adair. And pounds it down, 15-8. The Bombers lead it here. A sports corner kill. She made the good play. She gets to serve, similar to how volleyball works. 15-8, serve off of Webster. Brings it up to Kitch, outside for Dunn. Dunn tips it, and Adair will take it. Rexroth to the outside, Lou Karanen, down and good once again. Oh, and they're going to say it was out.
That was definitely close. Hard to tell from up here, but kind of looked in.
Yeah, look a lot closer than I'd like to
Yeah.
judge. Kate Stortzum in, out goes Jacqueline Adair. Lindsey Dunn the serve, welcomes Stortzum to the game. Set it up for McClure from Rexroth, right between two Cyclones and down. And now Ladd will check in, McClure out, and Robinson will go back and serve. I'm not sure what the theme in the crowd is, but I'm sensing it's backward hat night.
Something like that, probably.
Serve off of Dunn. Up it comes for Petty to Kitch. And dug out there nicely in the back row. Lukaranen set up. Paints the corner again. We're going to have to get that girl a drop cloth because she has been painting corners right and left. 17-9, 8-point advantage for Macomb. Robinson off of Dunn, up to Petty. Petty going to back set it. Moore had to scramble. Lobs it high and over, and Drew Creasy's got it. Rexroth tips it over. Webster's there. And now Petty over to Moore, tips it. Saved it back there by Kate Stortzum. Coming up, it is Lukaranen, flips it over. And played up for Kitch. Dug by Robinson, back row. Set to the middle, it is Ladd, tipped. And off to Branch. Branch will load up. She'll be loaded up back row from Petty. And Stortzum hit it sideways, drops in, and that a big, long rally, but a big one for the Cyclones there, John, as they're trying to get back in this.
Yeah, and again, like I said earlier, you would like the Cyclones to go on a little bit of a run right now. It's getting closer to the end of this game, so if they're going to pull something out, it better be soon.
Rexroth with it, outside Lukaranen, down and good. A sports corner kill for the Bombers. It's 18-10. Daytoner will come in, Creasy will go out. 18-10 lead. And that is Quinn Rexroth back at the serve. Smashes it through off of Dunn. Petty going to pop it high. Hendricks loaded in the middle and kind of swung on and missed. Lead up to 19-10. Rexroth eyes it. Low line drive. Dunn gets it at the floor. Kitch going to save. Dunn bumps it over off of Creasy there. Robinson rather. And to Ladd, who says, I'm going to put this home. 20-10. And as I said earlier, and I'll probably say it during the varsity game, in the words of Admiral Akbar, you cannot repel firepower of that magnitude. Probably the only time he's ever been referenced during volleyball, but hey, what the heck. Dunn to Petty, loaded up for Hendricks. She'll lob it across. Rexroth up. Lukaranen saves. And now Stortzum spikes it through. Moore picks it up. They'll bring it out front, and Kitch. Ladd gets it. Kitch has to bump it back. Saved at the floor by Robinson. Storkson brings it over, and Moore digs it up for West Prairie. Petty trying to tip it quick right into the net. Man, what a save by Robinson.
Absolutely. Great hustle. And Macomb's defense has looked great here tonight as we'll see West Prairie taking a timeout, and so will we.
Dare I say the back row has become Miss Robinson's neighborhood. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. King Family Chiropractic with locations in Bushnell and Macomb supports Bushnell-Prairie City and area athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Set an appointment. Call 309-837-MY-DC-6932. They also perform DOT CDL physicals for just $85. Our fine sponsors here on TSSR Game Time Live. And of course, we'll have a varsity contest as well. I believe we have something called the Duck Chuck coming in between. So I'm going to guess, looking at my timepiece, we'll probably be a little closer to 7 o'clock by the time we come on the air. 21-10 lead here for Macomb as they try to finish it off in quick fashion. Served by Rexroad off of Dunn. Up front for Petty. Back set. Dunn backs up. Serves across. Robinson is there again. Up for Luke Kiernan. And swing and a miss by Moore. They say Moore touched it. It's 22-10. Quinn Rexroad trying to drive the bus to a finish. Serves that one into the net and makes it 22-11. Well, John, if the Cyclones have a run, they've got to get on it now.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been playing from behind this whole game, so big run here would be great, but Macomb's been playing so good, and there we see it. Serve goes out of bounds from Bell Petty, and it will be back to Macomb. 2 points to close it out. We'll see if they can get it done.
Kate Storts him out as Jacqueline Adair comes in. Luke Kiernan will get a chance to finish it. 23-11 here in this game, too. Serve is through off of Moore. Up front for Petty, tipped across, and Luke Kiernan takes it. Rexroad outside. Adair dribbles it off the net. Sports corner kill. Drops home for a game and or match point. (24-11) the lead. And back comes Luke Kiernan. Serves! Nice save by Dunn at the floor. Rexroad pops it high. Robinson helps it out. And Luke Kiernan brings it over high deep and generally unplayable. Well, the Cyclones need about a 13-point run right now, because a side out means game over and match over. So Paige Kitch back with it. She'll ready to let fly. Sends it through off of Robinson. Rexroad cannot get it out of the net and makes it 24-13.
Say if you're West Prairie looking for a big run, Kitch is definitely the one you want serving back there.
Low line drive serve taken by Luke Kiernan. Rexroad to the outside. It is Daytner. Brought over off of Moore. Set up on the outside. Petty lobs it through and drops in front of Robinson, and good. So here they come. And the Cyclones trying to dig their way back in. Cut the lead to 10. Now we'll try for single digits. Serve is across, and we have a foot fault, so the Bombers win it on a foot fault. Whose fault was it? It was theirs, as they so that'll take out the JV game very quickly here. And as the Bombers win it here in 2, and of course setting up our varsity contest. And folks, if you haven't tuned into us before, here's how we do it. We wrap up the JV stream and we'll jump over to the varsity stream. So join us over there. I'll do my PA duties, and I know we've got some other things going on. So that'll finish this broadcast. We'll step aside and be back in just a couple of moments with the varsity contest. So you hang on, you switch over on your television, computer, wherever you're listening to us over the World Wide Web. We'd love to have you. as we'll get going here in just a little bit. But, John, pretty strong effort by Macomb. They started out a little slow, but a pretty darn strong effort for Macomb.
Yeah, it was just kind of all-around dominance from this Macomb team in every aspect of the game. Defense was great. Offense was just as good. West Prairie not playing up to what they could. A few mistakes here and there, and Macomb was able to capitalize on those and seal out that game.
And so, took it home. And now we'll usher us into the varsity contest. We'll be back in just a moment. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.